Need to edit this. Okay. All right, looking good. Okay. So one of the there's like, honestly, when it comes down to it, there's only really two things that are really difficult with BBM. And it's the Robo Party blessing stacks, which, I mean, you're going to be on cooldown every 3 hours regardless. And I guess the 92 mega mosquitoes. I mean, if you can get to round 15, you should be all right, as long as you can kill some of them. I do have some of my macros set up, and these are not the natural macros. They're different types of macros, typically for boosting and attacking. Now, I plan on making a tutorial on the Discord. The Discord's pretty much almost set up. I just got to do a couple auto rolls. We have a rover on there too, so it'll be verifying badges and whatnot. But for now, we're gonna get some of this goodiness done. Later on, we will be hanging out with E again. I need to help him set up his macro setup. Also, another thing that he wanted to get going was the VMware or RDP, which, I mean, either or should be fine. I might make a tutorial on the RDP or VMware setup, but for most people, you can just stick with the VMware. It's pretty good. This one's looking pretty nice. Really good one for pushing round 15. Try and get those mega mosquitoes done. Now, one thing we could do is like load up the field with these for early rounds. Tokens can help with generating quite a bit of early pollen. But if you don't have the bees that match up with it, so the way that the digital bee works, if you don't have the bee present, it won't actually cast anything, but you can set it up. Say if I set up with Tabby, I can just immediately start and have a Tabby. And the Tabby's going to gain the gather buff from digital bee, which is pretty good. Also, another thing that I have set up to make things a little bit more smoother is I do have a another set of macros for transitioning the fields for the alt, so I can just simply go into my Discord and go ahead and go, oh, you know, I need to do pumpkin, so go over here, press one button, sends a command, and now he's already switching to pumpkin, so I don't even have to think about it or worry about it. If you have a stream deck available, you can do something very similar. All the icons for the fields and everything are on my Discord, so once that gets up and going, you know, maybe be worth checking out. Also, in the future, after this stream, I'm going to start pimping out the Discord because it's going to have a lot of useful information, and we'll also have the private servers on there. Just one for now until later. We're going to actually pick up that precise so it can convert a lot for us. Usually in this kind of situation, looking at something like a smiley sticker vector or a bubble light is pretty good, but we're going to pick up this because I'm planning for the long haul. So we'll have plenty of vectors going along. So we'll pick up the shock, pick this up, and then we're going to go straight over. For some reason, it didn't interrupt its current field. So he might actually be set for that field for too long, which is perfectly fine, but I do want to check out why it's not doing that. Yeah, it seems that that cross pattern is not letting him leave. That doesn't look too good. Hmm. Oh, I think I know what it actually is. Hold on one second. So there's these things called bot tokens. So we're actually going to stop this real quick. And I actually need to swap the bot token that is currently being used by that one. Well, I can do all that later. It doesn't matter for now. We'll go ahead and check for the good old Vicious Bee. I do need a lot of those stingers. I'm actually planning on doing a boost pretty soon. Maybe today? I don't know if I'm gonna get one in today. It depends on how long before Salad or E jumps online. Once he jumps online, I plan on going over, hanging out with him and setting him up. Also, another thing that E was talking about is we're planning on Satisfactory. It looks like a very interesting game for him. So if you guys haven't checked that out before, me and Sir actually did it a while back. Pretty fun game. So he's into games kind of like that. He plays Astroneer. Satisfactory is more along the lines of just making these giant factories. It really does use its name in justice. But yeah, might be something to look forward to. We'll see how that goes. Of course, during all that time, I will still be doing BSS even after part 2 is over. There's a couple of goals that I want to take care of. One of which is I want to get a bunch of alts set up. So what would be pretty nice is having a whole bunch of alts available at any given time for boosting purposes, such as like fuzzy alts, guiding alts, and stuff like that. I know a lot of the other streamers don't really take advantage of the fact that you need a bunch of alts. The people generally share them. Come on, Mondo. I need you gone. Oh my god. He got into the egg right at the right time. Oh, okay. We're still good. Good. Go ahead and start the next round. Alrighty. Round 4. So I plan on busting out the whole, we'll go ahead and do probably Spiderfield. I think the play here is jumping to Spiderfield for the alt, and meanwhile, sorry, Cactus. We'll go on Cactus and then have the alt sit on Spiderfield while we're knocking that out. So we're gonna be focusing a lot on picking up our Gifted Hive bonus. When you're going for those long stretches, you definitely want to make sure you have all your Gifted Hive bonuses. It's worse to be lacking your Gifted Hive when you rather than say lacking a vector or a precise bee. So the goal is to pick up as many of those as possible, and if we don't see those, picking up a vector or precise ain't too bad either. In the earlier rounds, they're not really as important anyways, so our tool will go ahead and carry us. Some of the Gifted Hive bonuses you can put on low priority, or like Carpenter. As much as Carpenter is pretty cool and everything, the debuff from doing RBC is just way too big. Way too big. Starting on round 10, I'll probably start doing a lot of the now where do we want to perform this? Where do we want to perform this? 18 cogs looks juicy. Maybe we'll hit up Pepper. Now with the cake, there's this fancy little trick you can actually do. Where you can actually jump right up top. We'll go ahead and pick up a Vicious because we're going to be needing damage. And speaking of the devil, there's a lion to hook us up. This is really good, and this is really good. You should always pick up FOV. The 2% crit chance is never going to be a deal breaker. Meanwhile, choosing upgrades can make really nice upgrades available for you. So always make sure you pick up FOV. So normally you can't make that jump, but if you come over to the cake, if I don't fail this horribly, just jump right over. Need a little bit of practice on that, but it ain't too bad. Now, mostly for round 5, your bottleneck actually shouldn't be the pollen itself. Generally speaking, it should be killing of the mosquitoes. Because the pollen it's only 1.6 mil. So like, if you're a red hive, that's like maybe 1 or 2 precise shots. As a white hive, it's just like, if you get a white field, or white pollen, you can actually just get it within 1 triangulate. If you have a single mark down. Huge multipliers. After killing those, I like to stand out in the open. It gives me a little bit more control and keeps me away from the cog mower. We don't want to be wasting attacks on that. And once again, Onette, waiting on those mosquitoes. Now our damage is actually kind of low, even though we picked up lion, because we don't have that much colorless bees right now. Once we start picking up more vectors, it'll start standing out a lot more. Most of our damage right now is just coming from just base attack. You're noticing you're having a lot of problems with damage. Gifting your bees makes a huge difference. Your blue hive, typically you want to run at least a rage and a brave. Try and pick those up as early as possible. As tadpole gets 10 times, or the frog gets 10 times the damage of the tadpole. So if you bring its attack up to 2 or 4, say you have a couple amulets with blue attack on it, your tadpole or your frogs will actually have 40 base damage. And that's if your tadpole's not gifted. Now we got a 2.4 mil pollen. We can actually hit up this one right here. Roughly the same as we already have an ult on the pine field. Got ourselves another vector. Stubborn's pretty nice, having the tokens stand out, but baby bee is huge. And again, like I said, if I didn't pick up the FOV, we wouldn't be seeing the sharpen here. You do want to pick up those sharpens as soon as possible. So, where's the link? Link's not up yet. I can throw a link up here in a moment, though. Would have to switch off of RBC. Let me see what my tickets are at. I'm down to, oh yeah. Yeah, I remember you, Chaka. Getting pretty close to just needing blue pollen. We'll switch over to pumpkin. Ended up missing that super crit. That's alright. There we go. Just give me 1 minute and pull out that new link for you. I'll actually go ahead and throw it in the description. Just give me 1 second to do so. Save. And I'll throw it in chat so you don't have to reload the page. There you go. Oh, there actually might be lag time still, yeah. I didn't get a chance to look into the lag delay yet. I'll have that done tonight though. Goo is always good. This is very manageable. Puppy is something I generally can skip. In this situation, we're going to pick up the vector. We only have a 2-to-1. Windy is always good. Welcome to the server, Choco. GPU is pretty good, but it's a little too early for that. I don't want to end up killing our attack too much due to or our upgrades too much because we're going to be losing 4 cogs per round. If we had a credit level 2, I might consider it. If we had credit level 3, I'd guarantee take it. But yeah, 100%, 1000%. Earlier in the stream, I was talking about that, where the biggest hurdle will be the Robo Party buff. Big time. The Mega Mecha Mosquitoes aren't too bad as long as you can generate enough tickets. And if you're doing your bug run, you should be fine, actually. There we go. I'm getting close to that same state. I've been doing my, getting my bubbles from macroing with all my alts. So I have 2 Blue Hive alts that I actually macro with. So I end up getting the bubbles. This is only from this is like 2 days. So in like 1 to 2 more days, that'll be done easily. The nectar is free. All of this is free. The first 7. Yeah, first 7. Caustic, I mean, I'm doing fine on Caustic, so it's not that big of a deal. But I'm not going to use it until I get this done. And for Puff Shrooms, if you're like a level 17 plus hive, it's really easy. Super easy. Especially when you have ults sitting on Pine for you. The jelly dispenser is free. The completing rank 29 party cake is free. All of this is free. The windy one could be a little annoying, but it's not that bad, to be honest. Kind of want to pick them up over at Pineapple, and then if you just don't claim your hive, you can just sit over there. You're chilling. Just hug the corners so you're bouncing back and forth. Let me go ahead and set this over on Spider, and we'll give him a second to reach Spider before we go. Yeah, exactly. I feel the exact same way. When I finished the 5-5 Peppermint, I was like, oh, thank God. Like, there's no way the like RBC party event thing is going to be like obnoxious with BBM. And it happens to be the only thing that's obnoxious with BBM. Because you're Blue Hive. I mean, Blue Hive is fine if you run a Rage and Brave, right? Or if you can get your balloon blessing up and then your buoyant slap pretty hard too. But besides that, it can be a little brutal. Of course, with those party buffs, you just run with a couple of your friends and you should be fine, to be honest. We'll pick up another one of the Precise Bees and a gummy. Oh, there's a credit number 2. Delicious. Yeah, but typically everyone is sharing those cooldowns anyways. You need help on Pine? Yeah, I'll send an ult, or actually I think I have an ult on Pine right now. Let me check. Yeah, I got an ult over in the trees. Right now I'm knocking out Robo Bear Challenge. So if you let me go ahead and finish this one ticket, then I'll let you borrow the little fuzzy. But yeah, it can be a bit toxic. Just make sure you're partying up with people, and I mean, a lot of people will carry the damage for you. They care more about the cooldown than anything else. Yeah. I mean, the thing is too, if you can get a really high balloon blessing, I mean, buoyant slap pretty hard too. I think one of the biggest problems is a lot of people end up not being able to stack their balloon blessing that high. And so when their balloon blessing falls off, buoyants don't hit nearly as hard. Yeah, don't sleep on the frogs. I've been telling people that for like, I don't know, the last month and a half. It's like the frogs have a 10 times multiplier. So if you have 4 attack on like 4.5 attack from say your king beetle, a rage, a brave, and a stick bug, which is very manageable. That's very easy and manageable. Your frogs will have 45 base damage before even being gifted. It's crazy. It's actually crazy. Frogs hit hard. And a lot of people just don't give them the respect. And a lot of blue hives complain about RBC, but that's because they don't run a rage or brave, right? Oh, malware is disgusting. I'm gonna have to take that. That's gonna hurt capacity and convert rate, but you know what? Whatever. It's not the worst, to be honest. That 3 attack is so big. All right, looking for 1 triangulate. Okay, goo is still only halfway. Need a little bit more. Delicious. Speed bonus. So I take it the mega mosquitoes might have been a bit of a hassle for you as well then. Oh my god, this game hates me. This is way too early for a reroll. I think what we do here is I'll pick the red. Pick the red and burn a glitter. That's probably the best way. I mean, I got plenty of glitter. It's not a biggest sweat. Yeah, okay. Though Rage and Brave do carry pretty hard. I know quite a few blue hives that run it just to make life easy. Oh, thank you. You know what? Just because we're doing red pollen, I will pick up a 4th, though I would like to have way more vectors in this. Credit number 3 is delicious. We're going to pick up that real quick. Don't think we want any of this, and I don't think we want to reroll. And the only reason why I'm not re-rolling here is because I'm still trying to farm up all my drives. So sitting on 101, if it looks helpless, then I'll end up just buying 2 white drives. Which means I need to burn one of these drives. And I goofed. There we go. Turn that macro on. Ah, okay. So you weren't running full blue. That makes sense. I think a lot of blues run that too. My curiosity on that though is with that kind of situation, don't you find your pollen becomes a bit of a pain? I know a lot of blues do that. Like I'm not gonna sit there and go, oh, that's a bad idea. Like I have no clue. But how does your pollen get affected by that? Is it brutal? Or does it seem fine? Because that opens up super crits for you guys too, right? Give me that. You wipe pollen even with precise? What do you guys trade out for that? Oh, that looks so good and I'm gonna miss all of it. That's so sad. Not up there. Usually tack is just the hard part. Well, that makes sense. All right, we're gonna get our wing ready. Oh god, this is brutal. Usually some buoyance. Okay, that kind of makes sense. Because tadpoles are all your generators anyways, right? You don't gain any no big gains on running buoyance. Kill that so we can go. Please. Please hurry. Want that. Okay. Yeah, the numbers that I usually see is anywhere between like 18 to 20. And then anything anything lower just kind of means your bag is going to end up filling too fast. And didn't even glitter. We're going to let those go because we need that red boost. Oh man, precise so good. You have 18 buoyants? That's pretty standard. $18 buoyants is pretty standard. $7 to $9 tads, yeah. Like the Marv guide, if you've been part of the Natro server, Marv pushes out an 18-8 ratio, right? Meanwhile, Contempt is, I think Contempt's alt is running 6 tadpoles now because he has enough tadpole alts to kind of compensate for it, right? Considering with the lag fix, you can actually run less tadpoles, but you can't go under 6 because you end up losing out on baby love, right? I pretty much get all my knowledge about blue by talking to Marv is a pretty good source. Contempt is really good. And Burp when he was still running blue. Equalize is kind of garbo. I mean, we'll take it. Why not? Get more attack, more damage. I see a triangulate. Give me those super crits. They are well deserved, trust. What level is your hive? Azurium? Damn honey storm. You're 20? Nice. 2.5 T. How do you make more? I've never ran blue except for my ults. I wouldn't know. The only thing I can tell you is you gotta look at your graph Make sure you're running with a macro partner. That's a big part of it. If your buffs are good and you're running with a partner, then typically it's going to be looking along the lines of making sure your stats on your amulets are good. A lot of your amulets can be pretty pricey, such as your stick bug. Stick bug is kind of a pain to get. More buoyant, yeah. Cleaning up the hive composition is usually a good way to go once you're at that stage. Now, I preach this all the time. Hive composition during mid game, not so important. Having gifted bees in the mid game is important. After SSA, that's when you start forming your hive. And then during late game, every single bee slot matters, right? As far as what you're going to substitute for buoyants, make sure if you have extra ninjas, kick them out. If you're running a shy bee, kick it out. You're underfilling? Are you running with a partner or no? I should probably do this while I'm multitasking. Difficult. Bees, do your job, please. Stop being slouched. It really depends. What are you running with? Because Vicious is another additional unique blue bee, which can help. Has Blue Bomb Plus, yes. I forgot what it was, but one of the was it Bubbles? I can't remember what it was. There's a one of the abilities scales on 15% based on the number of blue bees, blue gifted bees you have. You can opt into kicking out Vicious. Because I think Burp kicked out his Vicious as well. I should have done that earlier. Lost out on the 1.1 multiplier. Terrible. It's probably more than my my hourly. $2 bill. My ults, the level 16 ults in here, they make about 150. Oh, dude, we desperately need that vector. Scratch pulp. That looks yummy. You don't use blue extract? Most people don't use glitter until they get their petal planter. And then as far as blue extract, you usually want to wait until after Tide Popper. Anything before, you're ending up just pushing off your progress. Okay. Give me stacks. Thank you. Alright. Convert rate is way too low right now. Sacrificed way too much for it. We might have to start using gumdrops. Cringe. Oh, I missed that. That's terrible. Okay, I can turn off this macro. Yeah, my ults are sitting around like 150. But they're using kind of a jank setup because I want to keep fuzzies on them. Just for when I decide to run RBC, it's better to have a couple fuzzies on deck. Though it'd be better to run rush to 20, but just looking a little cringe. I think the strawberry we're gonna need to gumdrops. Yeah, I think it's time to gumdrop. We're gonna start using our gumdrops. Okay, let me go ahead and grab the ult 2. I'm gonna throw them over on Dandelion. And we'll go ahead and start on the strawberry. Photon's neat. Oh, you love to see it. Hurt our capacity, but that's fine. Much I want to get the red boost. Need the super crit. Oh, what a waste of Gummy Star. Got practically no goose stacks. Did I miss that? I think I did. That sucks. Another one. Okay, cool. Finally. If I timed that a little bit better, we would be getting a lot more pollen. You make 2.5 without the without glitter? $2.5 without glitter is pretty good. I mean, nectars are pretty much a given for majority of the players that macro, right? Though typically when you're in that later game, you end up doing 2 hours on your planters so you can keep the nectars high. White pollen mega mosquitoes. Let's go. The game's being generous. Hopefully we can push to around 20 and be able to farm out the megas. We'll see how that goes. Now, do I want to go pineapple or... Okay, spider's still to go. Go ahead and use snowflakes now too. Love to see it. Oh, that's so good. So good. All right, we're spending now. Spend it all. Choco, you're probably going to want that legendary. After this round, I'll go ahead and help you out with that. Get our stacks before we get our gummy morph. And then our good old gummy bee can slack. All right, gummy bee, kill it, kill it. What are you doing? Gummy bee, no. I'm disappointed. Dang it. Pollen's looking a little weak. Go ahead and glitter this for backup. After we get those kills, it should be fine, but just in case, I don't want to risk it. Oh my god, we got murked. He shotgun us. Yeah, we might need a dice this. This is not looking good. Well, hopefully we get nothing but white pollen after this. Otherwise we're screwed on pushes. Oh my god, we're getting murdered. Not enough damage? That's the one problem with white, because you have a very difficult time stacking up the vector marks because vector won't spawn marks. Though I wish Gummy Bee would do his job whenever I morph. Oh, it's stacking up. Yeah. Rip. Could have used the white drive, but okay, we have 2. Worthless. Choco, are you still in here? Nope. Nothing good. Oh, free glitter. The rest of it seemed pretty bunk though. Sad to say. Yeah, there's currently space. There's a link in the description. Tabby's nice. We'll save that. The rest is kind of meh. Make use of these balloons while they're here. Yeah, as long as there's space, anyone's allowed to join. I have it in the description. In the future though, the description will have a Discord link. Because I plan to keep the servers posted on the Discord. Well, the available server. That way, if people want to use it when I'm not streaming, they're more than welcome to. I do have a completely different server that I use for my own personal self. Do you mind me being a help as well? I have Tad. Well, I'm a white hive. Tadpoles don't really do much for me. You're welcome to do whatever you like. As long as it's not summoning a Robo-Bear party on me. On your pop bubbles. Huh? What do you mean by pop bubbles? Why so many attack mutations? Is that prep for Robo Bear challenge? Oh, pop bubbles I'm fine with. Those aren't going to be an issue at all. I have 2 ults that I use for the popping bubble requirements. There be. Hello. Dog. Those are pretty good. Oh, you just wanted to fully mutate? That makes sense. If I remember correctly, generally blue runs convert everything. Alright, now that that's done, bully him, guys. Get that golden cog more. I want those cogs. Oh, it would have to be in the most awkward spot ever. Pretty nice picking that early 16 though. Pretty huge. We need baby love. Need that baby love, man. It's too good. Oh man, once this guy has his 15 level 20 fuzzies, it's gonna be so good. Even with 5, it seems so big. Actually, I think that one's running 3. You're missing close to 1,000. 996. That's pretty close. I'm like 2,000 off, which means I'm gonna have to try hard for a while. Pretty much what I'll be doing is running, that was awkward amount of lag. I'll be running pretty much 4 level 30 or like round 30s or rank 30s, whatever they're called. Please attack bees. Yeah. With about 13 days left, you kind of have to sweat for 20 or for the 2K. All you need is 6 days. I think right now I'm averaging like 150 a day. Because I didn't even get on today until like right before I started streaming. And I only played for about a day of BBM. Goo on blue. Pretty nice. The honeybee wants to get picked. He keeps asking to get picked. I'm just ignoring him. You average less than me? It really depends, right? Because at some point I'm gonna have to do intentional losses as well. But the way I plan on doing it is I'll have the alts sitting at the NPC auto clickering through it. So I can drop like 3 ranks in the middle of the night. Which is gonna hurt their income or whatever, but honestly I don't care. BBM should probably come first anyways. But the rest of everything looks pretty chill. Like super chill. I think he set the party thing just a little bit too high. Because out of everything, that's the one with the obnoxious cooldown, right? Clover pumpkin. A little awkward, but all right. Can do clover pumpkin. Oh, I solo. I mean, I can solo it, no problem. As a white hive, typically you can solo like rank 30, no problem. You just need to use gumdrops, right? Because one of the heaviest hitters in the game is Gummy Bee. Like, sure, yes, Vicious is nice and all, but Gummy Bee is ridiculous in Gummy More. I think a lot of people don't understand like how hard Gummy Bee actually hits. It's roughly about like 300 plus the base damage that he already has, and then if he's gifted, it's just crack. Like Gummy Bee by himself, non-crit, is like 650. While in Gummy More. And if you get a super crit, he just it's the same damage as the Vicious, regardless of HP. So he can easily clear through a lot of stuff. It's just you have to have your stacks right. Yeah, he's crazy strong. It's why I get frustrated when he prioritizes the wrong targets in round 15. Outside of that though, I mean, it's chill. Like whenever you're doing RPC or the parties, it's pretty easy. Red pollen. I mean, Tadpole's attack is just cracked, right? And the main problem when you look at like say Tadpole is a lot of people sit there and try and cut as many tadpoles as possible because the more buoyancy you have, the more you make. But man, Tadpole is crazy strong. I wanted that sweatband, but not worth. No. Got it. Digital is also a really heavy hitter too. If you max out his red drives, man, pretty strong. One thing I do need to pick up though is like I do need to pick up a demon mask. Like not having a demon mask is so bad. Secret in Red Hives? Didn't know Red Hives had a secret. Lion and digital? Man, client side is just, it's a lot of movement. It's dealing with Buoyant Bee's prize balloon, giving marks another. Well, yeah, because surprise party is able to drop any token in the game, right? Except for anything that's bee equip related. So it can't drop like a festive mark or anything. Also can't do digital bee tokens, I think. Another precise would be pretty nice. And then it gives me another one. All right. Well, we're picking up the baby anyways. Well, I think most people knew surprise party drops everything. It's just most people don't play into it. Because there's like a lot of RNG in surprise party. One of the few moments where I really wish I had a vicious bee. They run one? You figure that that'd be too much RNG. That poor vicious bee. I really wish Onit would have it so if you claim all those focus tokens all at once, it will count towards APM. It's a little weird that it doesn't. Like if you get hit by the precise mark for APM, like you collect all 3 at once, but you only get 1 stack of it. Need more of your average precise. What? Alright. It'll only take half a second to clear this. Just need 1 triangulate. Or not even that. That works. Sure. Oh, you mean sacrificing a vector or precise? Yeah. I didn't even think about that. I just started without thinking. I wanted the man, I wanted to kill Mondo, but all right. Harp is cool, but need that vicious. Yeah, the thing is that's kind of like Lotto though, wouldn't it? Because a lot of the times, Buoyant just gives you something you don't need. Man, Festive Mark is so good. All right. Drop it down to 20 and then we'll just wing out from Pineapple. Yeah, I suppose so. Though it is kind of, it's getting to that point where a lot of people feel like the hive slots now is a bit too brutal. With only 50? Because people are like desperately trying to cram in for like additional bees and stuff like that. Because now people are starting to push for 21, 22. And Elo finally got that first 23, which was big news. Oh, yeah. A lot of people tend to forget about like the surprise party. White for a minute was trying to roll the buoyant bees because it's the only other source for white bonus pollen, or the white pollen buff or whatever, or white boost there, sorry, the white boost besides windy bee. So there was like a lot of white hives that would run like one or two of the of a gifted buoyant, trying to RNG and get stacks of white boost, but it just wasn't that good. But now with digital, it's a lot more consistent. Digital, in my opinion, it like really breaks the game too. Man, digital is so crazy. Ooh, dandelion cactus. Ugh. All right. The problem with buoyants is they just don't play a role. I have tried it. When I was in mid game, I was messing around with it a lot. It just, they would spawn balloons and they would instantly disappear, right? And so it became a situation where their only purpose was praying that they drop the white boost. And so you're better off just not playing into it. We were the one hive that didn't get to play the white, like the boost game, right? Because red and blue, plenty of boost, plenty. But as far as white, we just don't have any sources of it. But now that we have digital, and of course we have to run digital, it happens sometimes where I've had up to 7 times or a 7 stack of the white pollen boost, which felt amazing. Not often. Like most of the time you're looking at like 2 or 3. Right? And even then, that's like, it's rare. Of course, I'm pretty sure it will be a lot more consistent once I have like more duplication chances and stuff like that. But as of right now, like it happens once in a blue moon where I'll get a couple extra stacks. Well, yeah, you do need, like, digital is just good, right? There's nothing anyone could ever say that digital is bad. Like, blue hives right now are running a digital macro, like, just because of how strong it is, right? It's strong. It's ridiculous. You ran shy before? Yeah, I mean, 5% ability boost is pretty good, but like I mean, nothing's gonna compare to a digital bee, right? Like, how can anything compare to that? What was that? That was round 13, I think. Yeah. Okay, good. Gonna kill that Mundo and then get some wins. See if the wins help me out. Because I definitely want to start pushing a little bit further than round 15s. And he's low enough for a quick kill. Nice. Get a little bit of my refund back. Oh man, that 14-minute kill. Almost world record pace. All right, Wind Shrine. Take my egg. Actually, yeah, probably kill this first. Good for mat gathering. I mean, it's not bad. The main thing when it comes to like material gathering, because white and red do bug runs, and you end up getting like a surplus of materials that way. It's pretty good. And I think there was a content creator recently that was on like the test round that ran. I think it's Yerix, who did the 75 shy bee planter thing. And he showed like planter plenty got cut down to like, I think an hour or something crazy like that, which is huge, but man, like you're not going to be able to reach 75 shy bees. And the cost of switching to a full shy hive and then back, it can be pretty expensive. Meanwhile, you're not going to be able to kill anything, right? I guess it would be okay, right? Let's say you're going away on a weekend or like for a week or whatever. You could go like a full shy hive, right? And then you just have gather in field or whatever for your natro macro. That way it's constantly like sipping nectar all the time. And it was like, I think I saw it in the new version. I don't know if it's, well, yeah, you're gonna bug run because bug run is just OP, right? Because you're not gonna be getting your diamond eggs for gifting from bug runs or from planters. Yeah, coconut crab and snail is just gonna be impossible. And then there's also the situation where you could do shies plus vicious if you really wanted to go down that route. It looks like we will be abusing pineapple. I'm totally down for pineapple. I have a pretty good moon amulet for pineapple. Not the best, but pretty good. Speaking of pineapple, dude, that pineapple is going to be like nothing. In fact, I think we're going to start there first and then go to Rose. So we can give the alt some time to buff it up. I believe there is. You can always give it a shot. Just click on the link. Yeah, we'll pick up Carpenter this time. Oh, holy crap. Round 14, game decided to give me the level 2 sharpen. Let's go. And the golden cog is on pineapple. How generous. Don't mind if I do. You're planning to go mix? I've always felt that there wasn't enough stats in the game to run mix. Which is kind of sad, right? Because the OG ways was mix was goated, right? You had the bomb and stuff. I should probably stop wasting all my stuff over there. There we go. Like the OG way was like you run a bunch of bombs and you're good to go. Just hitting crazy numbers. Well, crazy numbers for the time. Now those numbers are like minuscule. Not even on the radar. This red pollen is going to be a bit obnoxious if it doesn't hurry up. And we're dead. Only downside to using a macro is you manage to die at the wrong time. Brutal. Alright, I need Precise to kick its game up. If I had more attack, this would be chill. This is making me nervous. Maybe we need to smooth dice it? No, we're fine. Okay, we're fine. Woo, that had me nervous. Ah, good old Festive Wreath. Festive Wreath is amazing, man. I wish we had more abilities like that. So good. So good. Should probably stop wasting those. Isn't mix just White Hive with red and blue boost? Kind of. See, it depends on how you try and play it, right? Because some people they'll try and pretty much add these fancy things to it, but you end up splitting your stats way too much, and so it just feels lackluster, right? Because you can only have so many stats, and then on top of that, like you're trying like a lot of people try and make it so they can go on a red field if they want or a blue field if they want, but you end up just like hitting meh numbers everywhere, and that's including on white fields too. We're gonna white drive this for sure. We do need vectors, but sadly we need precise speeds more than anything right now. Yeah, we'll take it. This should be a lot easier. Pineapple is my jam. No, you don't. Natro actually can go through your inventory to pick it up. Okay, white pollen's almost done. Leave me alone, mecha mosquitoes. How do you know if you have planters enabled? Well, there's a planters tab. Do you mean like, how do you know we'll look for it? And like what is your question? Like when it's trying to just find the planter, or just like if it will run planters? Your planter tab didn't work last time. Are you using a VM or are you using RDP? What is your setup? Because that is very important. Make money? Okay. Nitro, and you're using plus? Huh? Oh, you're using Planters Plus. Oh, okay. For your Planters Plus, first, I highly recommend clearing all your planters out. To do this, you can simply just run your macro, look at your timers, right? And just set an alarm to whatever's the latest one. And set your planter value in the planters tab to 0. What it'll do is it'll pick all of them up when they're matured and ready to go. At the same time, it won't place any more down. And then after, or you could just pick them up. It's totally up to you on how you want to run that. After you pick them up, they run across. So what I mean by that is the top layer will all be shared on weight, right? So by that I mean it's not in order of like okay, well this one's done, we're gonna go to the next 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, whatever. What it'll do is it'll just go across. And then after it's finished going across, it'll actually move on to the next tab. If you have any there. Should probably run this too. Does that make sense? I know a lot of people have trouble with the Planters Plus. Manual is easier. I mean, what you could do, and this is what I do, just fine tune your planter category. Cause like the classic planters, like you can tune what the nectar priorities are. And like the higher you set the number, the more it's going to try and fulfill that. And it will only skip out once it's like met those terms, right? So if you really want your invinerate, your invinerate high, then you just set that high. And it will try and push that one more. And so what ends up happening is you just select the planters you want to do, it'll run them. The only reason why anyone should run manual is in case you want to go through and get your cooldown stuff done. You know what I mean? Like your swirled waxes and stuff like that. Personally, that's my opinion. Some people use the planter as a fine-tunement or whatever for their nectars. I think it's, I mean, the regular planters does it just fine for nectars. The only time that it's really worth is for the cooldowns, in my opinion. Outside of that, they don't really serve much of a purpose. Did you not like the OG planters? Personally, I love it. Right? Because you can set exactly which ones you want. Also, it doesn't do that bad for the cooldowns either. For some reason, like I'll wake up to swirled waxes and stuff all the time. It's not really a problem for me. I know some people have that issue, but like rarely will it ever prioritize plastic planter, and that's one of the big ones for cooldowns. It drops a couple good things. What they are off the top of my head, I can't remember. I just remember the first time I see it. You loved it as is. Yeah, I mean, I like the old OG one more. You know, that's just me. That will kill us. This will do nicely. We don't need that music beat. I have kazoo and Tor horns for days. We will pick those up though. Let's go ahead and pop another white drum. Like the old one does just fine for me. I know Natro or Dad of Six, whatever you want to call him, is he's been doing a lot of adjustments to the macros to make it more tuned for the late game individuals, right? Because the problem is once you're in the late game, you start looking at stuff like Jitbit because Natro isn't like fulfilling all your needs. Mid game, it does more than enough. Oh, my planter is smoking. Do you know what happened to a red hive pup? Oh, do I happen to know a red hive for pups? No. Not gonna lie, major solo artist. As far as like other individuals, like I know them, but they don't know it's me. I smurf a lot. Meaning I jump on an account that has no value whatsoever and I'll talk to people. So like Contempt and Mikey, Burp, they all know me by something completely different. Though I'm pretty sure there's a lot of red hives that wouldn't mind doing that. If you ever hit up the BSS LFG, there's always people on there looking for free stuff. A little bit too much, if you ask me. Both of these are descents. I mean, we could try. That's 100% a death sentence, though. You need that capacity. This is a death sentence. Convert at Hive. I'm doomed. Balloons for days. We'll glitter it. These all last long enough. I don't have enough capacity. It's 4 billion honey. I even popped a black. I'm trying. It's just not gonna happen though. There's no way. I mean, what I could do is I can wing, but that's like, what, 2% of what's needed? It's a death sentence. No matter which way I put it. Yo, what's good, Elijah? There's no way. There's no way. That's like two bill right there. I still need another 2. Leave me alone, mosquitoes! I didn't do it. Harassment. Alright, kill that Mega, because he will screw me up. Bully him, guys. Yeah, there's just no possible way. Not enough capacity. And look at this convert. So bad, man. My ults would be done by now. Quickly, Royal Jelly. Gifted Diamond, let's go. Okay, kill these guys. They're annoying me. At least he have a set. There might be. I mean, it was 2 bill. I knew it was going to be 2 billion converted. It's going to get halfway, but I'm not going to be able to convert all this. There's just no way. As a White Hive, converting balloons is a bane of the existence. Oh, I want the times 27 buff though. I mean, I might as well get it. It'll bring my capacity up to like, what, 1.8? Plus, I also need the Mega Mosquitoes. So if they show up, that would be awesome. Also, I do need to get shot by mosquitoes too. A gold? It's better. Just slightly. Like microscopically better. Really unfortunate. Let's go ahead and kill this. I'll do more RBC later. Okay. Go make money, ult. If anyone needs like honey storms or anything like that, let me know. I got 4 cooldowns you can have whenever you like. Yeah, absolutely. Round 20 isn't that bad. You gotta realize, like, I haven't popped super smoothies or anything like that. Like, I've only used stingers and a golden egg, right? Like, I've been to round 20. It's just on the round 20, it gave me red and blue. And I re-rolled, and it gave me blue and red. So there was nothing I could do. But I've been on round 20. And that was when I was like level 16? Yeah, it was level 16. What we got going? I kinda wanted to do a boost today, but that wouldn't be until much later. Let me go ahead and open up so I don't have to go searching for my planters real quick. Where is it? So how many ults do you run? Do you run just your main? Okay, so blue flowers ready, sunflowers next up on the chopping block. Really don't like Taki. None, just main. I think majority of people are like that too. A lot of people just run their main, either because of like poor PC or don't want to put in the effort to making, like, starting from scratch. Nah, I'll be fine. I'm not lazy about it. In fact, just for perspective, like, I have 270 star jellies and I still don't even donate star jellies to summon Windy. I just straight up like public lobby jump to find them. Also, when I plan to do it, it's gonna be non-claim. So essentially, like, the easiest way to go about that, and it includes the commando chick too. If you want a really easy way of going through like commando chick, coconut crab, and windy bee, if you don't claim your hive, you won't kill it. Meaning you can just loot, no problem. In fact, as long as you have coconut canister and just like the bare essentials for the equipment, You can actually get hit by the grenade over and over again and not die to the commando chick. It's actually, like, it's crazy. He'll run through you and he'll deal 18 damage, and the grenades, I think, deal like 38 or something like that. But he does the grenades so infrequent that you can get hit by those over and over again and not die. In fact, those are better. That's 2 of them. Yes. Like, a lot of these are just, it's pretty free and easy. The Vicious Bee you'll get from just macroing Vicious, which white and red hives will do regardless. I got a lot of my mecha mosquitoes by doing round 5 resets. So one of the like versions one of the prerequisites that you have to do is picking common bees. And I got that done in like 30-40 minutes, maybe an hour at worst case. You just fill all your hive boosters with basic bees, right? So you can just pick a bunch of basic bees, and then on round 5 just get shot to death over and over again. Like, don't quit out, just let him shoot you to death over and over. And eventually what ends up happening is you get like hundreds and hundreds of hits from the mosquitoes without doing any effort, right? Because you can idle for up to 20 minutes. Yeah, rank 28. I solo. I can solo rank 29, no problem. I don't have any issues with it. But since I do RDP, which is the remote desktop protocol, you have a smaller window and it's a little bit more laggy. Well, you need to kill rank 29. I went to go do 29 on the small laggy window, and what ended up happening was I lost because I couldn't find the last mob, so it deranked me down to 28. And so like I can clear 28 like in my sleep. Rank 29, I have to start doing the gumdrop stuff, because that's when most of my hive starts missing. So I really need Gummy Bee to start carrying. Pretty easy, to be honest. Like the party stuff, I see a lot of people requesting like 2 red hives to do their runs and stuff like that. But sub 30, I mean, you could do it with anything. Like I'm soloing. Like I solo all my parties by myself. The most help I get is if they manage to go on Pumpkin. I have a level 10 hive on Pumpkin. If they show up on Pine, I have 2 level 16 hives on Pine. But besides that, I mean, I do my runs myself. Really easy. Also with puff shrooms, it's really neat that White Hive can just like, if you look, I'm like popping all the puff shrooms on Strawberry because I have a couple marks over there. So good, man. So for the pumpkin one, what I do, right, is I'll go to Cactus first and I'll put some marks down, and then I'll sit on the pumpkin, and my mark surges will pop them for me and send them right back to me. So I got all these 169 done with 1 puff shroom off of 1 puff shroom run. So it's like, it's crazy how strong White is at puff shrooms. You could just easily set up camp on 2 nearby zones And the only problem is like you have to switch, right? So once your marks run out, you end up having to switch to the field that you were letting surges work their magic on, right? But then the field you were just on ends up having marks on it, so you're just like trading places. White's really strong with holding down multiple zones. I think the thing that's really nice about red though is it has like a lot of good burst. Blue, however, is just like, it's slow. They are a slow machine, man. Once they set up, they're fine, but like they take a minute to set up. Like if you're doing a stick bug defense, like blue is not the way to go. Also, like my snowman, I've soloed my snowman up to 20. I do need to kill him though. Maybe I'll kill him right now. Yeah, why not? Let's kill him. Ugh. Snowman is pretty easy to run too. The snowman, you just need to get your precise stacks up and then start your gumdrops. And then right before your first gummy morph, you switch. You turn them on. Wait, is my gummy bee level 18? Okay, no, he's not. Hold on one second. That was one reason why I was like sitting on it for a good minute. Because Gummy Bee was missing like crazy. That should be enough. How shy is that? Bro, are you serious right now? That 35 billion might actually be enough. We'll see right here. How obnoxious. Bro, how far is it? Alright, Fox. Thank you for stopping by, brother. Hope your planters work out for you. 1, 2... like 120 billion? Okay, let's just farm that out real quick. Won't take long. Oh, whoops, wrong one. That would have been a goof. There we go. We'll start getting our stacks right now. It's one thing that kind of sucks about Wendy. Whenever he pulls your haste at an inconvenient time. Big boy should be here soon. There he is. All right. And let's take this one as well. Close that out. And do we want to go pineapple or spider? Pineapple's cool. Actually, let's go spider. We'll do spider. Spider's just too good. Should actually line up our camera though. Make it that much better. Where's Alt 2? What is he doing? You skipped over it? Oh, there it is. Nice. Good old festive mark. There's no way to get that one. That one was stuck. Oh, I'm dumb. I wasn't even using mine. There we go. And we already lost our precise stacks. Need to be paying attention more to that. Oh, so slow. Yeah, next precise shot, we need to... There we go. Took me way too long to clean that up. Oh my god, it's monstrous. There we go. Man, this is so much easier with wins. I really don't know how Mikey does this without wins. Damn tornado. Oh shoot, we need another precise. Precise, please. I don't want to lose my stacks. Thank goodness. Man, that tornado could not have been timed worse. That was close. Kinda sucks that you can only have so many toy drums and stuff. I would love to have more. How'd that miss? Oh, that was close. Damn it. This is bad. No, my precise stacks. No. Rip. little early on that release, but at least it was timed well with the gummy baller. Though you do want to have at least a 10x multiplier. That was only a 3.2. Seemed like it was a lot easier to boost on Dandelion because of how narrow it was. Oh, we were lagged a little bit behind on that one. Would have conserved the precise mark buff, but that was a buff. All right, that should be enough. Our super smoothies out. Go ahead and turn these bad boys off. And one of them wasn't even using the damn gumdrops. Guess it could have been a lot worse. 8T is kind of garbage for 30 minutes. Very sloppy. Probably because I took about like 2 weeks off of boosting. Need to start boosting weekly. Getting some, need a lot more stingers. So go ahead and turn these guys off. And we'll switch them back to Pine. Then we'll kill the level 20 Snowbear. Perfect. He can start. And switch him to Pine. And he can start too. Okay, let's go buy some trees. Took like none. God damn it. We actually afford making him level 19? No. Okay. Fine. He should be fine. I think in this scenario, leveling up precise beats might actually be better than a 1DB. Yeah. Time to DPS out the snow bear. Hello, Bri. How are you doing today? No, all my haste is gone. God damn you, Windy. Why do you do this to me? Oh, man. I'm starting to have a hate relationship towards Windy. Oh my god, dude. Windy is so obnoxious. Alrighty. Starting to get a little bit more haste back. Man, I wish I could run like more haste generators, really. Feels brutal at times. You would think with digital B it wouldn't feel as bad, but like it's like so RNG whether or not you'll get a bunch more haste or not. Fine, take a stinger, I don't care. Give me more precise marks. I need precise. Thank you. Don't be rude. There we go. We could load up with a couple precise marks themselves, though they generally don't last that long either way. Doesn't really hurt. Then we'll refresh it one more time. Turn on the stinger damage macro. And activate the gumdrops. 27 will start. Okay. Get him, Gummy Bee. Beat him up. Beat him up, Gummy Bee. Need another morph bad. Dang, we were close, not quite there. Shame. If we had another morph, we would have been fine. Just one more short. Is that you, Bri? You dose what? DDO anything? DDO Sama intern? Is that what that is? Seems that you're new to the game. Do you need some mythic meteor showers? I can come. I can summon a couple meteor showers to help you out if you like. Your main got banned last night. Like banned or reset? Like Roblox said no more? Yeah, I'll summon you a couple. Help jumpstart your ult a little bit. Are they just not spawning anywhere in the 5 or 0 zone? That's kind of rude. I'm actually not getting any token links because my goofball self didn't leave any honeys or pollen. Banned till tomorrow. Ah, so Roblox. Yeah. I've heard they banned over the silliest of things too. They're pretty trigger happy on that ban. If you put like a specific reason, I feel like Roblox will ban people just to be safe because it's a kids platform. Did you get in an argument with someone on Roblox or was it just like kind of random? You don't have to respond immediately. With the meteor showers going. Just put the questions on queue. Got banned for telling a Ice Spice to shut up? What is Ice Spice? I'm old. I don't get it. Certain lingo doesn't work with me. Ice Spice. Rapper? Yeah, I'm missing something. What exactly is an Ice Spice? Is that just some fanboy of the rapper or something? Also, let the ult convert the balloon, and I'll summon you another one here in a second. Yeah, Ice Spice is a rapper. Okay. I've never heard of them. Oh, because they're new. He started like 2 years ago. Ah. Is that common? I know like a lot of people like will dress up as someone like their favorite YouTuber of on Roblox. But I've never heard of anyone dressing up as like rappers or whatever. Plus their fashion seems kind of garbage. Yeah, it's just generic trash outfits. I'm pretty sure a lot of people felt the same when I was a kid. The kind of artists I used to follow. But it seems like today, like a lot of the rappers dress all weird. Like it's mainly for like attention or clout. Right? If you dress out, it makes you stand out. So I'm assuming they were fanboying Ice Spice or being a little obnoxious. You tell them to shut up. They report you, you end up getting banned. Same old song and dance, I'm assuming. There we go. Okay, let me refresh their macro and I'll start. Alrighty, you good to go? Ice Spice, a baddie. Like you need to see her in her music videos? I guess. There's not a lot of... I don't follow a lot of the pop culture trends. But I'll probably have to check it out. You ready for the next meteor shower? I got one more after this one too. I'll boost your ult quite a bit. It's not a huge amount of honey, but it does help at the early game. It's usually what I do to jumpstart my ults. Do a couple meteor showers. Dandelion even. Dandelion is a really nice field, to be honest. Man, these guys need to pump out the haste. I'm suffering. Alrighty, looks like bamboo. Bamboo's chill. Oh, mushroom is a horrible field. All right. Nice, nice. Yeah, no problem. Like, to be honest, I don't even use them. It's not until I see other people that I'm like, oh, you know what? I should probably hook them up with that. Ugh. Yeah, 4 epics, not bad. Even got that gifted bomber at the beginning. Too bad not much bombs though. Alrighty. Sorry to cut it a little bit short, but I think I'm gonna have to call it there. Creeping on close to 11 p.m. at my time. Which means pretty much time to macro. There's a couple quests that I gotta take care of. Or quest objectives that I need to work on for the next couple days. Oh! I guess we're doing this. Let's go. Hell yeah. Might be the last one I need. Come on, set up your marks, guys. Oh. Oh, yeah. Look at all that juicy puffs. Now I sit on cactus. Yes, abuse the puffs. Oh my god, it's so free. Being White Hive is so fun. It's so ridiculous, the stuff you can do as a White Hive. Alrighty. Oh no, we're 22 short. I noobed it. If I had microconverters, we would have been fine. Fine. I'll get the 20 later. Man, it's free. Anyways. Yeah, I'm gonna have to call it there. Thank you for stopping by, Bri. Appreciate it. I should be back tomorrow. Should be starting around the same time as I did today, which would have been like 8 p.m. PST or Cali. But yeah. Hope you have a good one. I'll catch you later. All right. Late.